Hi, it's Chris Watkin here, and I'm joined today by Matt Goddard, who used to be massive in the game at Repit and now has set up his own Goddard Consulting, helping estate and letting agents with software solutions. Thank you for joining me today, Matt.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Matt, if you don't mind me saying, you're one of the half-decent blokes of PropTech. Most of them are just script kiddies who create solutions to problems that estate agents don't have, but you kind of get it. You're very well known in the industry. The topic I'd like to talk about today is, do you think there are too many PropTech suppliers and do they overload the industry with too much PropTech? Talk to me.
I feel they do, and it comes down to me for three core principles when I'm looking at business, and it goes right back to sort of when I started in the industry with Foxtons back in 2003, that a lot of people look to PropTech to be a silver bullet, and there's some great solutions out there, but often they're applied when the people should be looking at their processes and their people before they start looking for those maybe sometimes sticking plasters. I think PropTech definitely has a place, and those great solutions work, but when they're applied over the top of processes that are broken or challenges with people within the teams, then there's a similar problem.
Do you think that silver bullet or looking for the shortcut is endemic in all industries, or is it particularly in estate agency and lettings?
I've not had enough experience of other industries say categorically. Obviously lived and breathed this one for a vast number of years, and I've seen the nature of it change as we've grown. So early in Foxtons we'd be looking at sales and front office lettings, CRM, then one for property management and client accounts, and mainly over the last few years those additional solutions have come to market for more specific areas. Okay. I think of only a couple towards the end of my time there, which was about a decade ago, around electronic signatures and card payments, which were additional solutions coming in from things like fintech. So I've not really had that experience to look at something like car sales or such like.
So you said there were three elements to it. What expand on those then? So
for me, it's always going back to sort of the basic principles. It's looking at the people in your teams, how they work together, the processes, especially as you grow as a company, what your processes are when you're working in different geographical spaces or in different areas, and putting those processes in that you could do manually. Ignoring technology completely, just look at, if we were doing this manually, we're doing it with paper and pen and working together, how would we be doing that? Making sure that people are calling each other at the right time, real fundamentals that often get overlooked. And then if there's something, once you've got those absolutely cast iron, say, well, where could technology help us evolve this or expedite process? Okay,
but the original question was whether we had supplier overload. Mm-hmm. So what could suppliers be doing differently? I know that's what estate agents should be doing, but what should suppliers be doing differently?
Suppliers are on the cusp of an evolution. I think a lot of people have built up silos through necessity. There's no way of sharing data and working together collaboratively. We've seen a number of good collaborations over recent months and years, especially with groups such as the ICG, where the companies are working together more closely. The evolution of a phrase that gets bandied around, open APIs, where people can make their softwares talk to each other and exchange data to and fro. And being able to do that and join up, and also importantly understanding the industry and how the different products sit together, whether it's from leads coming in to lead management, passing through to the CRMs and sales progression, but understanding that whole process through a business, not just how it sits in your own little fiefdom.
So estate agents need to be aware that they need to look at their processes and people first before they even consider the third P, which is PropTech. And then PropTech need to be aware of how their systems work and not overpromise. And anything else?
They're the real key ones in terms of making sure that they understand how they work together.
Thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Chris.